How's it going, everyone? Today we are looking at the Sonim XP5 Plus from AT&T right now. This device will become available unlocked for everyone in the future, but as of right now, you can only get it through AT&T. There are two versions, one with the knobs. I'll explain what they are for in just a second, and then one without the knobs. I just got the one that came out first, so I got the one with the knob for review. As you see, it is quite a large device and quite thick as well. But it does have some extra niceties, and we'll talk about that in just a second. It is a very good device, but of course it's not for everybody, so we'll talk about who it is for. Now, when it comes to the hardware of the device, it's quite thick, it is tall, but it does fit in your pocket a little bit better than the Cat S22 Flip. So I've had that device, and I've been using it as my work phone. And the Cat S22 Flip is definitely thicker just because it's a flip phone, whereas this one is a candy bar. So it is nice to know that it is not extremely massive or extremely thick like the Cat S22 Flip, but it is tall and you can use it for different functions. Now, of course, if you're comparing to devices like the Light Phone, well, that's quite a different category. You're not getting this device for the looks of it. You're getting it for other functionality that it may have. And it does have some limited functionality, but it does have 4G LTE. Phone calls, I will say, are 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Very reliable, very good. AT&T has good coverage in this area. Messaging as well was actually very good. I really enjoyed using the messaging platform, so I'll be opening it in just a second. And as you see, you have a couple spam things before I activated the spam features. But when you create a new, this one right here will be the new button. When you create a new text, you do have T9 that you can activate. And of course, it's not activating, but we'll put it here on the keyboard. You have KT9, you have EN, which is English, you have 1, 2, 3 emoji, and you also have symbols in order to add them pretty easily. The T9 engine is pretty good. Hello, my name is Jose, and then right there, you are watching this. And it's pretty reliable, and of course you can select something in specific. If you want the word reject or the one rejected, then you can click it there and then space with 0. And of course you have triple click if that's your preferred method. You can also add a subject, which essentially means you don't need it for group text messages, but if you want to add a subject to your conversation or something like that, you do have that ability. It does have group text messages. You do have to enable them, but if you go to settings and you put right here group notification messages, you will be able to combine them into one group and not have them sent to different phone numbers at one time. Contacts is pretty much unlimited just because of the ability of the device to have Android. You do have a camera. It's pretty rudimentary, as you will see in this little example. However, it does do a pretty decent job. It does have zoom, and it does have the ability to do video. Let me show you the preview of this. It's legible. It's actually very good. However, I would not say that it does earn any awards by any means, but it will get the job done if you have to send some information pretty quickly. It does have a browser, and the browser is not amazingly usable, but it does get the job done as well. If you are in a pinch, you can use apps. You can download apps as well. We'll get to that in just a second without many things happening, having to enable a lot of things. But you do have the ability to use the browser. So I'm going to put Uber right here. Probably I'm going to need to use the other keyboard. Uber. There you go. And then go to URL. We'll go to a search, and then you have your trusty mouse right there. So you're not going to be using the browser for a lot of things, but rather, you have the ability to use it in time of need, or if you really need to use something specific. And right here, as you see, it's not very optimized for the usage with the mouse, but again, if you really need to search something or if you really need to do something, then you are able to use this right here. Now, the device does not have a 3.5mm headphone jack, although you have this right here, which it's compatible with a third-party accessory, I believe, that allows you to use it. I do not have that accessory, but you can go into Sonim and learn more about it. You have the two knobs. This one controls volume, and this one controls the channel for a specific application called AT&T EPTT, which is essentially like a walkie-talkie application. But besides that, you have your volume rocker, you have a key that you can remap using different apps. And now that we were talking about apps, you also have a couple of things. So for example, you have voice command, you have clock, calendar, gallery, downloads, sound recorder, calculator, file explorer, music, note, FM radio, and these are apps that I have installed. You do not need to get ADB working in order to install applications. However, I can tell you that the virtual mouse does not work, sadly. As you see it right there, I'm able to scroll and everything, but I'm not able to click. And this is unfortunate because you're not going to be able to use extra applications unless you have a virtual mouse. Now, Bluetooth mouse will work. I'm sorry, not virtual, but Bluetooth. A Bluetooth mouse will work if you're trying to kind of use it, as well as Bluetooth headphones. I didn't have any problem connecting them. And pretty much everything for basic functionality works amazingly. Notes, music, you have the ability to load them by artist. You can put a file explorer. You do have a calculator and a calendar that essentially has unlimited entries. So no big issues in that department, which I think it's a very welcome addition. But of course, voice commands is actually very nice as well. If you want to send a text message or something of that nature, you can ask for that. You can send a text to, well, they didn't quite get that, so it is what it is. But I can showcase that to you. Let me see if I can try it. Send that text message. There you go. Who do you want to send a message? Select the contact, and you're able to send simple messages with the voice command. You can remap the voice command application to this right here, and you'll be able to use it that way. But for the basics, if you're looking for a device that only has phone calls, text messages, and essentially just the basics, this device is excellent. Now, if you're trying to use a specific application like Spotify or Uber or something like that, I do not recommend this device. Make sure to look into touchscreen devices like the Cat S22 Flip or something of that nature. But again, very good device. You can enable developer options. You can have a lot of things. And let me talk to you. Last thing that I want to say is the battery life. So if I'm able to showcase here, hopefully, last charge, the last full charge was 7 days ago. So just letting you know that this phone does last for a very long time. With my usage, very minimal usage, I have not been able to kill it. I try to kill it, of course, go for it, try to use as much as I wanted to throughout a day or two, and it did last for 3 consecutive days. So this is an amazing battery life device, and it's specifically because of not having a lot of features that consume a lot of battery, like apps or things that you do not need. And of course, the device is big, and it allows you to have pretty much everything that you need. Again, if you have any questions or any extra features that you would like me to explore, I will be exploring about having this device. I'll be keeping this device actually because the long battery life is really compelling, but I enjoy using this device. I highly recommend it if you only need the basics, and the battery life is amazing. Sonim has implemented great battery life on this device, and of course they have a good track record with support. So if you're an AT&T right now, or if you want to get it and then unlock it later to use it with T-Mobile, or I don't know if it will work with Verizon, I'll get to that once they give me my unlock code, then you will be able to use this device for a very, very long time. But again, excellent device, very good from Sonim, and hopefully they bring out maybe a smarter one with a touchscreen for those that need the extra applications here and there. But thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments below, and I'll be interacting with you guys in there. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.